coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here's Julian saying to throw. Smith with the grab over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense,
lots of running room, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, you can almost feel the quarterback's eyes getting big on that completion. I don't think even he could believe how wide open his target was. He knew, man, if I just get this to him accurately, something really good is going to happen. That's exactly what transpired. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, it's pretty good.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Say it. Punch it out of the air. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Gets rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Rides to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
Fires to the end zone. It's incomplete. defense comes up with a stop. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Mensah makes the catch. It's Fletcher. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. On the delay, it's Fletcher. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 45. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Fletcher. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Throwing, Mensah. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just take the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Run in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on 2nd and short and take shots. This offense said, no, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got his man.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger gain.
Here's Sayin to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Hey, 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. With the draw, it's Jackson. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Ohio State. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside, kick this thing, and try to maintain possession and just not giving you the ball back. And that's exactly what they did. They go out, they execute, they have it, and they're trying to add insult to injury.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And the Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. So Miami signals for a timeout. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy.
Number 96, set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's Mensah to throw. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
all kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes to the right. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He'll run it again. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running inside. It's Jackson. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Zayn fires to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. The snap sets up the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt and from the right side. The field goal is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Number 96, set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle. But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. He slides past the 1st down marker and picks it up on 4th.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, the offense is trying to go power here. Normally this play hits right up the middle, but there was just too much congestion. They forced the ball carrier to bounce it to the outside, and he gets tackled for a loss.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Will, you're trailing in the game. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Right back to the well. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throw it, say it. Unloads to the wideout. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's Smith. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
What a great play by the linebacker.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Sayin. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Pocket breaking down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Sayin to throw for it on fourth. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Julian with the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Touchdown, Buckeye! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Buckeyes with an answer. Well, that score leaves you with a burning question. Who had that dude? Whoever it was wasn't close.
No, and the receiver was able to run right by him and get to the end zone and camp out and put up his tent and build the fire and fill up the coffee pot and just about everything else in time before the guy decided to even get remotely close to him.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Right back to it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Like Holly told us, this crowd is not going to fade away, and they're rising up now. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Mensah, under fire, and he never had a chance. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Mensa from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
They want that clock to run. Might have a chance. The offense coughs it up. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go play action with Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Throwing, Mensa. Pressure coming. Wide open downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Lofton. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick 6. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead.
There he goes. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That it makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with him. Touchdown, Buckeye! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape,
he's got it down the field. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a lead and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Play till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. We stay the state Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Got him downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. Notre Dame right back to the line. The run inside. It's Mobley. Across the 25, he's got room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And I'm kind of surprised that's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical...
Caught, and he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off for Brown. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fletcher. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And the Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. Mensah, the safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Carr on play action. Looking to scramble. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. There's some room. At the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cotton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The run inside. It's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Under fire. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Throwing, Carr. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
They're in the gun, 3rd down, here's Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he loses the football. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Complete to the right. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. You could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Here's Mensah to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Stopped short of the 1st down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Carr unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. QB got it himself. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Carr to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. Play action, C.J. Carr. Can't hold on. He had him middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quick completion to the right. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Oh, they're after him. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Pulls it in. It's Graham. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. C.J. Carr firing again. Rush is on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on fourth. Fourth down, Carr. Escapes the pressure going right. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup in 2nd and 6. Offense gets set for second down. Red pass, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
On third down, here's Brown. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Bringing the heat. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense, man. Such a great situation on first down, gaining all that yards, almost got a first down. And then second down and third down, you just don't execute and then go backwards. This offense.
He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Play action, C.J. Carr. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They get to him as he throws. Makes the catch, and he's free. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. A first down run in the red zone.